Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Nick Sirianni defending Jalen Hurts. Also, Saquon Barkley back running. I will tell y'all why that's a big thing. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and talk about Ainias Smith losing weight and getting ready for the season. But let's get straight into it. All right, man. Let's hop straight into the topics. Actually, before we hop straight into the topics, this is how you know training camp is getting close. Lane Johnson, he's like training camp is almost here. He's doing a couple workouts, preparing his body because next thing you know, it's going to be the season. I'm telling you, August is preseason. September, and we the first game. Yeah, man, it's gonna be real. It's getting real, man. Of course, the content gonna revamp, all that, a lot of stuff. I got a lot of plans for this upcoming season, but we'll see if they fall through. I don't like giving them out, but I got some plans, man. Couple things I want to do more and engage more with you guys. I know you guys biggest criticism on me. Oh, you don't go live enough. We gonna try that. We're going to try that this upcoming season. I got to make time for it. I have to do it. All right, so let's talk about Saquon Barkley. Speaking of getting ready for training camp. Remember on the side of mice, Saquon Barkley's like, yo, the trainers told me not to run. But this is how you know it's getting real, because I've seen a couple clips of Saquon Barkley running. He preparing himself, getting ready for the season. And honestly, I think Saquon Barkley is going to be really fresh. I get everybody saying this is the most he ever ran in a season, this, that, and the third. But to be honest, he haven't taken that many big hits that I could remember. The only one I could really remember off the top of my head is when he did the backwards hurdle and the guy came behind him and smacked him. Hell, Saquon Barkley even admitted, that was the hardest hit I took in a long time. But other than that, it was a lot of home runs. He was getting out of bounds. Like, Saquon was not taking that many hits. He wasn't at all. Not like how he was in New York. Because in New York, it's always a defensive tackle, defensive end hitting them because they had a bad old line or some big linebacker or something like that. So I think Saquon Barkley, he's going to be ready. He's going to be good. I can't wait to see him play. I think he's going to be fresh, but I do think the numbers go down a bit. That's not even no knock. He had 2,000 yards. So what I mean a bit, I could see 16, 17, because as what A.J. Brown said, this offense is going to evolve. Like, it's going to be different things, because I think if we go in with the same game plan as last year, a lot of teams are going to prepare for it. What I think is going to happen, honestly, even though the Chiefs didn't stop it, I just think they're going to be like, yo, we shut down Saquon, or try to shut down Saquon and let Jalen Hurts beat us, which I don't recommend that approach, because what Washington tried it and put 55 on their head, and Chiefs tried that. We put 40 on their head, which that could have been a 50 ball too. I wish we would have made it a 50 ball, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So I think a lot of teams are going to take that approach. They're like, just stop Saquon and let the other guys beat us. Okay. The other guys there, more weapons. Goddard, John Dotson could go off at any time. AJ, Devontae. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the approach. But again, that's why I see Saquon Barkley numbers going down. But I think he's going to have a phenomenal season still. Another phenomenal season. I can't wait to see him out there. I can't wait to see some training camp clips. But next Tuesday, man, it's training camp. It's going to get real. I think that day is going to be really media stuff. We're not going to get too much, but after that, it'll get real. Battling for spots, fighting for spots. Who got this spot? Who got hurt? Hopefully that don't happen. Prayers nobody get hurt before the season start. Watching our rookies, see what they're doing. But the battle of the battle, especially on the offensive side, honestly, is wide receiver 4 and right guard. But speaking of those positions, Ainias Smith spoke to the media, how he was saying he's getting a full offseason. I keep forgetting Ainias Smith did get hurt too last year. So he's getting a full offseason of just training and working and losing weight so he could be a lot lighter on his feet. I know he's been doing a lot of work with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown even been saying, like, yo, I've been seeing you. Like, you look good out there. But now it's time for him to show us, show the world, like, yo, I'm ready. I'm prepared because that wide receiver 4 spot is a battle. Johnny Wilson, no matter how we feel about him, he got size. He can block. How much do you really need from the wide receiver 4? Honestly, you don't really need them that productive in the wide receiver game. Just when they get their 1 or 2 targets, you expect them to catch it, Johnny Wilson, or do some things with it. That's what Ainias Smith don't have over Johnny Wilson, because we know when Johnny Wilson come in, he could take 2-3 DBs down with him. So Ainias Smith, he just got a long uphill battle. Terrace Marshall Jr., Danny Gray. These dudes want spots. Terrace Marshall Jr. was supposed to be a star in this league. Never happened. Danny Gray was supposed to be solid in this league. Never happened. But what they showing is, I'm getting a second, third chance in Philadelphia. I really want this spot, especially on the winning team. And again, Ainias Smith, he just got a long uphill battle. But I like the things he's been saying. I like the clips I've been seeing. He do look a lot faster. Because I said, like, yo, Ainias Smith is good moving left to right, but vertically, like straight line speed, he don't look that fast. As I thought he was going to be a punt return specialist or a kick return specialist, but I'm like, he just don't look fast. So we'll see. We'll see about Ainias Smith, what he bring, what he can do, if it's going to be a real battle right there. But that wide receiver 4 spot is interesting to watch just to see who makes the team. We know the show, the stars, is going to be our top 3 receivers, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley. But who gets that spot? Who gets that spot? That's going to be, again, fun to watch. Let's get into the last topic. I was trying to avoid this, but we got to talk about it. It's Jalen Hurts. I don't know what to call it, but Jalen Hurts been taking a lot of heat. And he was ranked number 9 by the NFL. And they said, like, they holding the team against him per se. But they had guys like Justin Herbert, who should never be in front of him. They had Jalen Daniels at number 5. They had a couple guys ahead of him that shouldn't have been ahead of him in general, especially a guy like Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, good, gets his numbers. But when you look in the playoffs, his numbers are terrible. He had one of the biggest collapse last year going up against the Texans. Threw like 4 picks, and he had 4 picks all year. So he threw 4 picks in one playoff game, but all 18 games he only had about 4 picks. That's insane to me. Let me know you're an ultimate choker. Jalen Daniels, 1 year. I've seen this story time and time again. A couple years ago, we seen it with CJ Stroud. We just got to give these guys time to build up. It's another guy that was in front of him. I want to say it was Matthew Stafford they put in front of him. And Matthew Stafford is like 0-3 against Jalen Hurts. And Nick Sirianni spoke out and said, excuse my French, but it's bullshit. He's like, what team won without basically the greatness of others or other good players, right? Or other good coaches? When you really think about it, I mean, Chiefs, Andy Reid, Tom Brady. He went to the Bucs to win again because he know they had Bruce Arians. They had Mike Evans. They had I'm forgetting the slot guy name. I'm forgetting his name. Chris Godwin. Like, they had guys there. They had Leonard Fournette. And then when you look at us, we had a good team around our quarterback too. Even when Matthew Stafford won, they had Odell going there. They had Cooper Kupp playing at a high level, who had about two racks, right? 2,000 yards. Like, what quarterback that had great players around them, a great O-line, great defense, that really won? The reason why the Chiefs didn't win last year, because we knew it was something off. And once we got there, once we exposed it, like, yo, it's y'all O-line that's really not that good, that's how we won. But you don't really see teams that win or great quarterbacks without great teammates. Tom Brady had his best year with Randy Moss. Just saying. I'm just saying, man. So I don't get why this quote-unquote super team is held against Jalen Hurts. I don't know, man. And a lot of people keep saying, oh, this quarterback, that quarterback. I don't think that's the case, because the thing what the Chiefs did, or what they somewhat forgot. Remember, they start running that man coverage and Jalen Hurts started exposing it with his legs. I don't think Justin Herbert can do that, or a Baker Mayfield, or hell, definitely not a Matthew Stafford can't do that. I don't know if those guys just win on our team. A lot of people saying, if you was to start a team, or these GMs saying this, do y'all realize most GMs lose? Most of these GMs lose. So if I thought like the Browns GM was super smart, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. Mix me with, oh, these GMs, execs, this, that, and the third. It's only a couple successful GMs and execs. And that's how you was able to get like a Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie to realize it's time to move on from Carson Wentz. Yeah, he had a credible year a couple years ago, but it's time to move on for him. Let's get that guy. And a lot of people called him crazy, but it worked out. It worked out, man. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel? Jalen Hurts. I mean, the disrespect gonna stay there. It is what it is. Training camp is almost here. This video is out very late, but you know, it is what it is. Life is life, and let me try to have one out for y'all tomorrow morning. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.